Hey friends, it's Miss Bogan. I hope we're having an awesome day today. I am so glad you're here to join me in talking more about rounding with word problems. Today, I want for us to review cubes. I'm not talking about the kind made of ice, my friends. I'm talking about the cubes strategy that we use with math. So let's take a look. We have here cubes, and these stand for a step you take when solving a word problem. So we look at the C. C is circle the numbers. When you see a word problem, there usually is a number. It might be in standard form. It might be in word form, but you make sure you circle it. Then you go to the U. Underline the question. It's always important to underline the question so that you know what they're asking. B, box the key words. If they say something like in all, then you would box that in to remember that that is what you do to add. So find those key words that will help you know exactly what you need to do, and that's what you box in. E, eliminate and evaluate. Now, this only happens sometimes, not always. You may have to eliminate some parts of information from a word problem. That's only if there is information that you just don't need when you're solving the problem. Then evaluating means thinking, what do I need to do? Do I need to add? Do I need to round? Do I need to subtract? That's where you'll do this part of the strategy. And then you solve. Woo-woo! After you've solved your problem, it's always important to check your work. So let's try to do a word problem together. Come on, friends, let's take a look. All right, so here I have a word problem that I want for us to try to solve together using cubes. April collected 87 seashells at the beach. Brooke collected 24 seashells. To the nearest 10, how many seashells did they collect? Okay, so first we are going to circle the numbers. There's one number. There's another number. All right, now we're going to underline the question. To the nearest 10, how many seashells did they collect? Remember how we talked about boxing in those numbers, the math keyword? To the nearest 100 would be 1, because now I know I need to round. And how many? Because now I need to know how many they have altogether. So when I'm going to evaluate this, I'm going to think, well, I need to round 87 and 24 to the nearest 10. So let's go ahead and check that out. 87. If I'm going to round this to the nearest 10, I'm going to underline here, circle this number. I'm going to say, the 7, 4 or less, let it rest. 5 or more, let it soar. I'm going to let it soar. So that's 90. Going to do the same over here with 24. 4 or more, let it rest. So that will be 20. And we're going to add those together. 0 plus 0. And 9 plus 2 is 11. So how many seashells did they collect? They collected 110 seashells. Great job, friends. Let's try another one. Okay, guys, here's another challenge for you. I bet you guys are going to do awesome. So, Tanner is going to buy a really special edition version of a game specifically for his family to enjoy on family game night. So, he went to the store and found 4 different games that him and his family can enjoy. we're going to help him out. He only has $200 to spend. So let's see how much each game costs. Uno costs $210. Monopoly costs $239. Treble is $178, and a puzzle is $250. If we were to round each game to the nearest 10 to help us solve, what should we do first? I heard somebody say that we should do cubes, and that is awesome. So we are going to start off with doing the cubes strategy to make sure that we fully understand the word problem that we have. He has $200. So we need to know which game could he buy. And we need to know that we need to round each game to the nearest 10. Okay, guys, I think we're ready. So we need to come up here and round each number to the nearest 10. So when we do that, 210, why don't you do this with us? Grab a piece of paper and round. After I say each number, I would like for you to press pause, round, and see if you get what I get. You ready? Let's go. 210, rounded to the nearest 10. I want you to pause this video and round it on your paper. All right, remember, we have to underline the place value and circle the helper. And the 0 says to rest. So it will stay 210. Let's try 239. Press pause and round to the nearest 10. The 9 will tell the 3 to soar. 240. 178. Press pause and solve. We are going to underline the 7, circle the 8, and that 8 will tell the 7 to soar. And the last but not least, 250. Let's see if you guys can figure this out. If we round 250 to the nearest 10, it stays 250. So when we look at this and we know that Tanner has $200 to spend, which game could he buy? Well, 210 is greater than 200, so that wouldn't be it. 240 is greater than 200, so that wouldn't be it. 180 would be less than 200, so that might be one, but before I answer it, let me check the last one. $250 for a puzzle. Ooh, that's greater than 200. So the answer would be that him and his family will pay for Treble, and they will have so much fun with this game. Now, before we move on from this activity, I have a challenge for you. Looking at all of these numbers, if we were to round all of them to the nearest 100, we just did the tens. If we rounded to the nearest 100, are all 4 games going to be priced the same? Well, let's see. If we round 210 to the nearest 100, we're going to now look at the 1. So 210, round it to the nearest 100. That 1 is going to tell the 2 to rest. And it will be 200. Why don't you press pause on the video, see if you can round 239 to the nearest 100. We're going to look at the 3. The 3 is going to tell the 2 to rest. Oh my goodness, we have another 200 so far. They are priced the same if we round to the nearest 100. But I'm not done, so let's keep going. If I round treble to the nearest 100, the 7 would tell the 1 to soar. 200. Oh, so far they're all the same. Last but not least, let's try 250. The 5 is going to tell the 2 to soar. So on this problem, the puzzle would actually round to 300. So would they all round to the same price if we round to the nearest 100? No, because the 250 would end up rounding up to the next number. Thank you so much for working hard on this word problem with Miss Bogan. I really appreciate it. Whew! Word problems are quite the workout. So take a stretch break, and go ahead and check out the problem on the next page. Have fun, and remember, use that CUBES strategy. Bye!